that what little economy they use from this pistol round, they get so much with this, and they're just clinking them for all their HP. They do manage to lose G-Man off site here, but at the same time, you pick off
Spike
3.
planted.
Yeah, that's huge. G-Man playing that lurker role properly, finding someone on the rotation, and sure, he gets killed, but he holds them up, right? He stalls them long enough for MMG to take full control of this A site, have all the angles covered, and now Scourge, the only last member alive with a Spectre in hand, might look for an exit frag, but not much more than that.
Yeah, this spike is primed. There's no way you can really get this defuse. And he's got a gun. So ideally, you kind of do want to come out of this with a gun. And he's not going to be able to come out of this one. Zek just seeing him at the last split second when he was coming out from the side. Who could flick quicker? And it was clearly Zek who just got that, pinged him right off.
Yeah, very big round here for MMG yet again. This time it's MMG starting off strong and in the driver's seat on attacking side, on a defender side map. So things are looking really good in the MMG camp. But of course, never too late for Serenity to start taking back some of these rounds. Now on the on the rifle round. So this is a very important round for Serenity to win.
If Mamba come out of this one, they have a huge advantage. Showtime able to get the first trade, but G-Man will be able to get the trade on him as well. But looks like Chandler will find the pick in this whole entire transaction in the mid. But it is going to be Mamba still with 3 up. I think they have one on site as well, so they're looking for the plant if they can. But like you were saying, this is huge for Serenity if they get this. Zek is one of the ones with the Vandal. They do manage to find Evil. But there's 4 on this site, and you got 2 bodies. You walk away right now with your guns.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably a good idea to either rotate to another side or maybe have Zek save this Vandal. Of course, he's going to play aggressively in these lamps and pay for it as Easy. Able to get the quick and easy dink. And now just one remaining member of Mamba Mode Gaming. He has a Spectre in hand. Easy jiggle peeks perfectly and finds yet again another headshot. This time on the Screwface. And that will be the first round going over to Serenity.
So that is the big round for Serenity. They did end up winning this rifle round. They do manage to lose a little bit when it came to, I think they had 1 go down, but looking at their economy right now, full Phantoms and 1 Vandal. They are not concerned about this whatsoever. But it looks like G-Man forcing to buy out a Sheriff instead of going in for a rifle. Wanted that full armor. I lied completely. Somebody gave him a rifle. I just saw it at the last second. So it's going to be a full buy-in now. And this is where Mamba need to shine if they want to end up getting this. But at the same time, if Serenity make this a 2-2 even, that's going to be the scary positioning because they bought in for this round. So if Mamba end up getting this, then they have a lot of money in their pockets. But if Serenity go down, no doubt Mamba will have to eco the 5.
Yeah, and that's what you want to happen too. You want, if you're in the Serenity camp, you want to have to put MMG on some eco guns, hurt their economy, and not allow them to take this attack side and get out of control. But right now, looking to siege on this B side, doing so very slowly. You can see Chase is just walking into this B-side with free reign, gonna get a leer onto this back side. Screwface pushing forward with that showstopper, doesn't find, however, somehow this Phoenix that was in the smoke. I don't even know how he didn't get the frag, but Easy gonna get paranoid, gonna try to spray through it, but doesn't find any shots. Somehow though, Serenity currently in the man advantage as MMG is able to get the plant down, but wow, the frag from Scourge with that fireball, and Sean to clean it up. Serenity do exactly what they need to win this round and to tie things up already so early in this game 3.
So this is pretty much exactly what we were looking for. It's that Serenity, they managed to get the 2-2. Now, no doubt Mamba is looking to have to eco in this scenario. I don't exactly know. I think I saw one Phantom from across the map here. Actually, looks like they got a couple Phantoms going on there. So it is a very scary situation now because if they are really buying Phantoms, or it's the visual glitch where they're all buying Spectres, they're still buying something, and you're at this 2-2. You really want to be able to take this advantage, but at the same time, it's scary. This is the map that Mamba picked, and they did just lose 2 rounds in a row.
Revealing area.
Well said there, Pete. Now, though, showtime on this A site. Sean on the B side getting that surge. Finds one. Chase able to get the quick trade. And Evo with the shock darts of his own. Able to get the kill. Ooh, this is looking bad for MMG potentially. Sean doesn't find any kills with the Hunter's Fury, however. Easy, able to find Chase. And just like that, Mayhem finally having a break in the action, but it's a 2v2. Serenity kind of in control here as they're looking to play this retake as MMG's Raze very, very hurt. Oh, there's a shock dart kill again, Pete. We love to see it. And Evo gonna have to do it all on his own. You see he's trying to go for the flank kill. That's easy, but will the defuse come through? Serenity tapping it. I don't know if Sean got it to half or not, and will it be Sean or Eagle? It's Sean. He's the better Sova today, and he has plenty of time, I think, to defuse it. So Serenity gonna win a big-time round there and put MMG in trouble in terms of their econ.
I mean, this is 100% MMG have to eco now, because we did see that they had guns in the previous round. So this is a scary place for them. Serenity, they have the lead. They're 3-2. They have all these guns, and I mean, I'm glad that they're not operating, let's be honest. If they were using an operator in this scenario, it would be like, I don't think they'd get much with this. And this map isn't really that good for operators from what I've observed. It seems like it's because of all the corners, and it's because of all the aggression, because last series when this map came up, we talked about the fact that there was no operator come the end of the game, and it was still that whole entire way through. So I think we'll just see no operator at all, which is, I imagine they're unhappy about, because, you know, it looked like both of these teams really like having ops.
Well, regardless. Oh,
well, I am wrong completely. Twitch chat, go ahead and flame me, put me on Reddit. They have an operator.
I was
okay.
just about to say, it looks like they don't care about what you think, Pete. They're going to pull out the op anyway. And, of course, Showtime being one of those players to shine on that operator. And so I would imagine that MMG is going to have a tough time pushing into site, especially if it's A side here where Serenity's opper is watching. Chase looking for a dangerous peek. Ooh, you heard that op. Shot ring, and it did not find a kill, though. Chandler, however, finds G-Man. That's a good opening frag here for Serenity. Now they can just relax. Easy getting one of his own, and it's just really, really impactful here. There's just a few remaining members of MMG are left. Pain Shell's going to go out. Chase getting a kill just in time to allow that invulnerability to save him from the Pain Shell damage, but it only saved him for so long and only bought him just a few more seconds of life as Sean and Scourge are able to finish out the round, get the last two remaining kills, and now win their second round back-to-back, and 4-2 for Serenity.
Shock dart. That's literally all I gotta say. Like, Sean is zoning so well with these shock darts. It is insane. And it's just like, it's making so much, it's the plays. It's literally Sean. Like, Twitch chat's not wrong. I say that as they're doing the Sean spam again, but still, like, Sean is actually, I don't want to say he is carrying because he's not top frag at the moment, but his gameplay style is revolving around the rest of his team, and they're working to that, like, butter on toast.
Well, now into our next round. We'll see if they can butter that toast even better. Serenity looking hungry. Scored, finding two, getting at the 30, does all of the dinks. And Mamba Mode Gaming has been completely dispatched and eliminated and erased from the map. Sean getting the final necessary kill, but that round almost over as quickly as it started, Pete, and things are looking pretty in control of Serenity. And right now, Serenity showing that they have the potential to close this one out, especially if they can win this half decisively like they are currently. And if you're an MMG fan, you've got to wonder, when will they wake back up? Right now, looking really complacent and on a side that they are known to win, on a side that favors that aggression that they love to go for. Right now, just not paying dividends for them.
Not to mention on a map that they actually voted themselves.
Ooh, Screwface, this Raze v Raze combat, you love to see it. And Screw actually handling that very well, jiggling that operator and putting down a lot of damage with the boombot as it exploded in his face. Scourge, though, on the other end, run it back, gonna be completely disposed of. Chase now with a few other members in MMG in this Lamps area. All of these ultimates being used. The Hunter's Fury coming out. Chase doesn't find easy as he wide swings him Zek. Now finding one of his own, though. It's a 4v4. Still very doable. Showtime looking for the kill. Scourge gets two of his own, and wow, in a matter of seconds, Pete, all of the MMG members fall one by one.
This is absolutely insane coming out from Serenity. They are playing on a whole entire different level, and it's like heavily exceeding my expectations, because I was hoping that they would be able to, or not hoping, but I was insinuating that they would be able to come out of this with a 6-6 overall standing, but it's looking like Serenity is going to be the one that's going to come out of this with the 10-2 instead of Mamba coming out with the 10-2.
Revealing area.
And it's just, they're playing with every single possible like element that they can. That being said, though, Evil is throwing out Hunter's Fury and does manage to get the kill on Chandler, but in the meantime, Showtime does manage to get a trade out on Sean, just annihilating everybody. In the meantime, they picked off people within seconds. Sean's actually sitting at 1 HP.
Yeah, 1 HP is all you need, Pete, in order to still get kills. And just the ice-cold veins in Sean just putting on a clinic right now with this Sova. If you're an aspiring Sova player, you need to be getting in this guy's DMs and figuring out these lineups and these darts like he knows them, because this guy has played absolutely perfect on the day almost. And it shows as to why Serenity is decisively winning a map right now that they didn't even pick. MMG picked this map, so Serenity feeling good. 7-2 in this defender side half, with a chance to win even more rounds. What does MMG do in order to come back to Odin's Spray? I didn't think we would see it today, but here it is. Scourge finding the first frag of the round, though.
It was funny, I was talking about it earlier today about, like, can we expect anyone to pick up an Odin? And here we are with this very fancy-looking Odin. Doesn't really seem like it's doing much here. I say that, though, as he actually manages to get the trade on Evil at the same time. And now we're just... All right, well, Showtime taking down Screwface and just... Off combat. There's one guy left. He's sitting at no HP. Omens, he's got the spike. He's like, what am I gonna do here? And he's dead.
Yeah, one by one, MMG walks it down in this A site, and Serenity picks them off one by one. And you know, I think that as much as MMG wants to continue to play aggressive, I think they need to take a step back and recognize, hey, this is not working. They've got us locked down. They are playing perfectly, it seems, on these defender side sites, and you have to change it up. You have to adapt mid-game and be able to say, okay, maybe we play a default. Maybe we try to get picks before we push in onto a site. But right now, I don't know who the IGL is for MMG. Certainly just not finding the comms necessary to make the adaptations to get back some of these rounds. We'll see, though, if they can get back this round. Big-time op shutdown on Showtime from Screwface. So this could be potential MMG win here, and Chandler with the Odin Spray. As that Owl Drone reveals 1A short, you can tell Scorch now trying to get onto site to help him and his team. Here's the plant down, the running back finally being found, and MMG in relative control on this A site, but Sean's still alive, and we know he is absolutely crushing it today with these shock darts. Sends out an E. Recon. Oh, finds Zach with relative E. Screw flicks on his face. Shock dart gonna go the last remaining member's way, as well as G-Man gonna fall. And wow, Serenity. Sean picks up the clutch, and the round 9-2 in favor of Serenity, and Sean is seemingly doing the absolute most necessary for his team.
He is like 100% like the sole dominator of this game, and it's just his, I imagine his, I don't want to say his attitude, but his performance and his adaptability based on the situations around him, everything like that, it's rubbing off on the whole entire team. They're able to play around him effectively and be able to hold exactly what Sean is looking to go do. As we did see with that scoreboard, Sean is now top fragger, so he is definitely carrying both now in kills and in skill play, but Sean is the first to go.
Yeah, very important there for Mamba Mode to find Sean, pick up that frag early, because now Serenity going to have to figure out how to hold down this site without him. Right now, Chase trying to push in with this. Reyna Scourge is a little hurt in this hookah, so going to use that flame wall to try to heal up a little bit. But Showtime stalling for him and his team with this operator in hand. Sees a whole slew of enemies in that garden area, but it's actually the call from MMG to rotate through these porters to a site.
They're watching it very carefully. They still have an operator live as well. It is 3-2. The spike is going to be probably planted relatively soon here, as they are right outside site. They do manage to find one, so now it's 2-2.
It's a 3K for Chase, and look at this, the rotation yet again. It's as what we said prior in the pre-match. The bind teleporter plays are real, and if you're not quick on the rotation and can't coordinate as quickly on this defender side, you're going to get punished. So right now, MMG finally having a chance to displace the current Serenity lead and finally get a round back. Will we see the first ace of the day? Chase has the opportunity. Chandler gonna use that camera to peek into this garden area. Doesn't see anyone though. That spike is ticking. Chandler with Odin in hand. Not gonna matter. Chase able to peek with that Empress active and get the ace.
Switching sides.
This is absolutely insane for them. So they get this ace. It's not 10-2. It's not a very scary position for Mamba. And now we saw with Serenity, with their heavy defensive capabilities, now on the offensive side, will Mamba be able to take this is the biggest question at the end of the day. They did take the pistol round come the first, and they did end up getting the SMG follow-up round. If they could get this again and the SMG follow-up round, then Mamba will be in a pretty good position to try and get this comeback, because 9-5 is recoverable. But it is another scenario where it's like 9 is a very scary number, because it's 1 close to 10 and 2 close to 12 after 10, of course. Matt.
Yeah, I mean, right now Serenity's got to be feeling themselves. 9-3 half is an exceptional half to have on Bind, even though it's a defender side map. I mean, you just expected MMG to win more rounds than just 3, but it's not all over yet. If MMG can win this pivotal pistol round here and potentially win the second one, it'll be 9-5 and still very much doable. But here we go, Serenity pushing onto this B side. Sean already being taken down from Evo with that right kick. Classic, easy though with the ghost. Getting 2, but oh my goodness, just kill after kill, flooding the kill feed, and MMG gonna be the ones to come out on top. And just like that, a very big pistol round for MMG.
Well, like I was saying, if Mamba end up getting the pistol round, and if they end up getting this follow-up SMG round, that will put them in the very nice scenario of being able to make this recovery. But at the same time, it's still a very difficult approach for them to try to do. We see that literally Serenity is not buying anything, at least not yet. They maybe not have bought like armor or anything like that, but they might be. Yeah, it looks like they're holding completely. They're buying some. Is it fully? That's what we're doing.
That was a
it
full
is a full. Did they? Well, is it a fully if they buy utility?
Yeah, because like utilities kind of assumed. But then again, you know, they might have ecoed their utility even. We don't know. But Easy right now, getting on the site and getting 2 quick kills, just so easy. And MMG right now looking a little worse for Wares as they are down a man. Zach though trying as he might to peek. Sean jiggling like he should. And Serenity winning this round would be huge as MMG winning that first round. They obviously probably for Showtime getting that final kill though, and it's Serenity coming up big on this second round. Gets a big time B push, and gets the victory. So MMG is gonna have to start doing something fast and quick if they don't want this game to get too out of hand. 10 rounds already, and you've only got 4 to your name. You've got to win 6 back-to-back just to tie it, and you can't afford economically and just in general in terms of the entire game, you can't afford to give away any more rounds.
Cover going out.
And off of this, though, Serenity, they get to keep the guns. There's the economy available as well. I don't know what Mamba ended up buying out. I imagine they still bought at least maybe a couple rifles, 1 or 2 SMGs in this scenario. But even then, they lost that round, and I was talking about that it has to be ideal for them to win both of those. And now they're just pressed. Losing a lot of HP to those paint shells, too.
MMG looking really hurt. Scourge able to clean up Zach as he was quite low. Now Screwface is going to try to use that boom bot, but doesn't actually gain a single bit of information with it as it is destroyed almost instantly. After it is used. And Shock Dart has definitely been the word of the day. Showtime! Oh, I'm sorry, Screwface finding Scourge, and then of course Chandler getting one of his own. Sean plus Chandler ×2 means that MMG are gonna fall yet again. And it's now 11 rounds for Serenity with only 2 rounds separating them from over $1,000 in prizing. Serenity's got to be feeling good.
There's also the other scenario that even with winning this, like this has been a 4-week tournament coming up to this final week, and being able to say that I've done all of this, I went through the qualifiers, and we've won this tournament. Like, you could propose that to an organization who is looking for a Valorant team, and this would be something that is really nice to put on that resume.
100% agree with you, Pete. And this guy right now, Sean, has been the guy that we've watched all day. Even though he hasn't had, you know, there's been some rounds where he has died early, he has been such a consistent player for Serenity. But now it's actually Showtime that comes up big during this round where it matters a lot. To be able to put MMG on match point would be huge here. And with Sean getting that kill on a G-Man, they might just do that. All that is left on the side of MMG is the lone survivor in Evil, but Evil not going to live very long. And Sean takes him down, and now it is match point for Serenity. This is not at all what I expected. What a game. What a quick game we've had.
It's like I was telling you, it's just Mamba seem to have the one-trick, one-shot mindset. Their adaptation capabilities are quite different in the mind of where Serenity, they're able to adapt to their scenarios as well as plan accordingly to that whole entire equation. And we see that that's exactly what they're doing. They adapted, even on a map that they did not pick, but clearly they must have practiced at some point because holy moly, they are good at this map.
Here we go. Scorch activating that run it back and pushing on the side. Finds one with that run it back, and that is huge. Sean finding one of his own with that Hunter's Fury. So Evo gonna try to match that Hunter's Fury and get one for himself, but it doesn't look like he's gonna find anyone. Does clip someone, but here we go. Easy finding G-Man and Zach. It is all but over here as 4-1 in favor of Serenity. Evil, last standing member of MMG. That Owl Drone, in fact, going to reveal his location, and Showtime is going to be the one to close it up. Put the button on it. Ladies and gentlemen, Serenity will be your Valorant Strafe Series final winners.
What a series to end the day. Like, completely, surprisingly, crazy series, to be honest. And it's been a long day, too. Like, you thought we've been here for a long time casting, but no, these players have been playing literally all day, and not to mention some of them for the past 4 weeks in a row, every day. And it's just, they come out of this now with this big tournament under their belts, this $1,200 prize pool, and not to mention the ability to say, we won this 4-week tournament and put it on a resume.
Yeah, this is definitely a big-time win for Serenity, and especially since Mamba Mode Gaming is not a bad team. These guys know how to play some Valorant, but they just didn't know how to adapt. As we take a look at some of the replays here, it was one of those things where MMG came out so strong in Game 1. They take such a decisive victory against Serenity, and you think to yourself, wow, MMG is going to potentially run away with the series, but who other than Serenity, who other than Sean on this Sova, providing so much information and also being able to make these adaptations like we talked about. We've repeated ourselves over and over and over again, but it's true. These guys knew what it took in order to make the audibles and the changes necessary map to map in order to win the series, and they could have laid down. They could have allowed MMG to take control, but from the likes of Scourge, Sean, Showtime, and even Easy and Chandler, these guys coming up big when they needed to, each and every one of them respectively, and Serenity, deservedly so, win it here in Game 2 and Game 3, taking home that big prize pool of over $1,000. Shout out, of course, to MMG, Mamba Mode Gaming, runner-up. Hey, you played your hearts out. You played really well, but Serenity was just better today.
I mean, still being able to come out of it with that second place, there is that light little bit of prize pool you get from that, but of course it's not as the same sort of like reverberations is the word I like to use for this one. It's not the exact sort of feeling that you would end up getting as getting that first place. First place is that big, nice trophy, that big, nice prize pool, but second place, you know, you get that 650, but it's, at the end of the day, you're still getting 650. You played a really fun tournament, even for the past 4 weeks, plus the one for today, and it's just, I mean, our bracket alone shows it, and they still end up getting that little bit of prize pool, but it is still kind of a little heartbreaker.
Yeah, I mean, to come that far and to fall in a Game 3 situation, surely MMG has got to be feeling the loss and the hurt. But of course, if MMG is any team like I think they are, they're going to bounce back, and I'm certain they'll be able to perform in future tournaments. As you saw there, though, what a day it was for MMG. They fought really just tooth and nail. So much Valorant was played today. And Serenity, on the other end, they got a lot of rest time. They got a lot of breaks. And they had just the chance to close it out, and that they did. So big time GGs from us to Serenity and all those guys over there. I mean, what a day of Valorant we've had, but that does do it for our day here in our studios. Allied Esports Strafe Series concludes. My name, JJ, Party Pete, alongside me as my co-host. We have had an absolute blast. But until next time, we'll see you. Have a great night.